Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Glad to see everyone here. Hello, hello. Wasn't sure what time I was going to go live tonight, so if you are here, you are definitely spirit-led. I didn't announce it. I barely knew myself. How's everyone doing? Hello, Jade. Jade Everly. Nice to see y'all. Hello, Carmen. Hello, Candy. Good afternoon, Jamie. Melissa. Yeah, I know Melissa's like, yes, spirit-led, because I did not announce. I wasn't even sure. I just finished teaching a class, so I still had some energy. So welcome, welcome. Great. Ashley says it's the first day back at school for them. Well, I hope it was a good one. I hope. All right. They said hi, moderators.
Hi, people.
Okay, so you got someone for me? Oh, so I'm rolling right into this like everyone here knows who I am. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Christy Godwin, Psychic Medium, certified. Oh, you had an invitation to join the live. I wonder how that happened. Very nice. All right. Welcome, welcome. I am a certified psychic medium, and I will never direct message anyone. Just so y'all know, don't send anyone any money. The scammers have now even moved over to Instagram. They've been trying to have set up Instagram accounts under my name. I know I'm not the only psychic medium, so don't send any psychic mediums any money. Just book on their accounts. Mine is Christy Godwin, Psychic Medium. If y'all want to be notified of my newsletters and stuff, y'all can go to my website, and the second you go to my website, you can sign in. I love those angel wings, Nadia. So when you're a subscription member, you have access to certain emotes, and one of them I made with this angel wings because everyone makes comments about them, and so I saw Nadia, or Nate. Nadia? I think that's how we catching the beginning of a live. Yes, I don't usually go this late. I had a class I was teaching tonight that kind of ran over, so I'm on a little bit later than normal. Right, do you have someone for me?
Amanda, her mama, Delaney.
Amanda, her mama, Delaney. Okay, so how this works is just because I'm calling up Delaney, who is Amanda's mom, doesn't mean that's who's stepping up. So please confirm or deny the information. It's called evidential mediumship. You should, someone says my hair looks so pretty tonight. Thank you, I appreciate that. I had a massage today, so it was feeling kind of greasy because I went for my massage, but thank you. Okay. Amanda, if you're listening, please confirm or deny the information. I'm getting, when I call up Delaney, that she was kind of a casual girl. She's wearing jeans, she has boots on, she did do her hair and makeup, but she wasn't someone who was a foo-foo frilly girl. She was very much could hold her own. She's saying, which I don't think she actually could, it's just a reference to her being able to hold her own. She's saying, I could drink any man under the table. I don't think that that she, let me block this person. Did you see that? So rude, some of these comments. Wasn't even, I'd rather them, I'd rather them come on and be like complete, you're worshiping the devil instead of stuff like that. Okay. So, Miss Amanda, if this sounds like your mom, please confirm or deny. I'm not seeing her on here. I saw his rude comment. I know, Jamie, wasn't that just ridiculous? People can be so rude. It's like, why? I just don't understand it. Okay, I think it was Yana. Is that Amanda?
Oh, it's A-K-E-D, and some numbers.
Oh, okay. Miss Amanda, does this sound like your mom? Someone had said yes, but I wasn't sure. I am not seeing her roll through here.
There she is. She said no.
All right. Looks like we have a spirit up for grabs. Let me make notes now that I have to get serious. We have one up for grabs. Listen up. I have a mom energy. She is showing me very much that Farrah Fawcett type hair, you know, the 80s hair. She had brown hair, and she's showing me younger than she passed. Okay, it's Yana. She had said yes when I had just, before the spirit was up for grabs. Are you saying that was your mom, Yana? Yana? Are you saying this is your mom? 80s hair, brown. Okay. She's wearing cowboy boots, jeans, a belt, and like a very,
yes, I think.
Yana said that?
Young Yana.
Yeah.
She said yes, I think.
Okay. This lady is very much talking about that she could just hold her own. Oh, she never wore boots.
Oh, no, she never wore boots.
Yana said she never wore boots. So still up for grabs. Okay. The boots, and she was thin. She was thin when in the 80s when she's presenting. As she got older, she died of something in the chest. I think she was a smoker and she died in the chest. No, this is not for subscribers only. This is for anyone. This is for anyone. I can see everyone's comments. All right. Hello. Okay, so if this fits, please put a Kirby Brown. Is this so? Kirby, are you saying that this is your mom? That must be why I kept feeling her being young, because he's saying that she passed young. Okay, we need a yes, so we'll move on. Let me recap. Mom energy. She's showing me very much 80s hair. It was brown, the Farrah Fawcett type hair. She always was wearing like boots and a belt, jeans, like the t-shirt, cowboy shirt, very casual, though she did like to do her makeup and her hair. She always had her hair done and her makeup done. She is showing me that she hung out. I mean, she was like to be in the bars, and she's saying that she could drink any man under the table. She could hold her own with anyone.
Sierra DeBrat sound like her grandmother.
Okay, I could go with a grandmother. I'm also hearing a B name like Barbara, Betty, Bobby. Does this still sound like your grandma? Please, Gabriella. I just bought a 102-year-old house, and I'm curious if their energies are coming through. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So even after I said the name, she claimed it. All right, Miss Sierra. This lady is just talking about, I mean, she was a hoot, and she has a ton of energy. So she's talking about this is something that she would never have. She would have wanted to believe it when she was on Earth, but now that she's on the other side, she's like, oh my goodness, this is so freaking cool. Hello. I see someone new is here. Welcome. Sierra, she's also talking about that you have that same kind of spirit as her, except for drinking everyone under the table. She's not talking about that kind of spirit, though, you know. She's also showing me that she has been sending you, what has she been sending you? Oh, you've been seeing her. That's what it is.
That sounds like her. She was so excited until the minute she passed.
Yes. So Sierra, what she is saying is that you can see her, and how we see spirits best is you'll see someone move out of the corner of your eye, and you look, and they're not there. But you also see sparkles, and you kind of see them with the naked eye. Most people only see sparkles on the phone, like the orbs. You see her. So just know that that is your grandmother that you're seeing. She is also saying that you have really been, like there's a decision you need to make, and you've really been struggling with this decision. And she's talking about to follow your solar plexus. Follow the solar plexus.
door because I think I'm seeing things, but it's never
Yes.
there when I look.
Yeah, it's because the same thing actually happened to me. I was in between working, and then I was going to teach a class, but I had grabbed a snack and was going out to see my moderator, my husband, who was out working in the yard. And I took a route my dog would always go with me. And for a second, I thought my dog, like I saw her out of the corner of my eye, and I turned and she wasn't there. I was like, oh yeah, she's not with me anymore. So just know that that's the way you're going to see spirits. Hold on, I have to answer. Don't y'all love this when I have to take care of business when I'm on a live? She is also saying that you really need to trust yourself, that you are very intuitive and you have not been listening to your clairsentience. I'm live. I'll take care of it when I'm done. Sorry, I had to take care of some business. Make sure that you are tapping into the other side, Sierra, and that you are owning your abilities. You hear me say all the time that everyone has a certain amount of psychic mediumship abilities, but you were never taught to be afraid of your Sierra, so yours are more open. So make sure that you are owning those, and make sure that you're trusting your gut instinct. Your grandmother is all about you have to trust yourself, that she is very much trying to get to you and send you information. And she wants to be able to do it on your own. She's like, yeah, you're fun and all, like your grandmother's talking to me. She's like, you're fun and you're good and all, but I want to be able to talk to my granddaughter one-on-one. So make sure that you are absolutely owning what she is saying to you and you're listening to your clairsentience. All right. Is it my turn or?
Accepted me, but I haven't went.
You lost it?
It's so fast it's scrolling. Well, it's one person. No, it's your turn.
Oh my goodness, so much loss. Okay, so my moderator said, so whenever my moderator says it's my turn, it means I'm just pulling someone who is from the spirit. Okay, instantly I'm getting a male energy. I'm getting the name Greg. I'm almost feeling an uncle. Okay, this gentleman he liked to be outside a lot. He's showing me. Were you a hunter or did you just like to be outside? Okay, so he's showing me several different things outside. He's showing me outside, hanging with the guys, drinking beer. So he liked to be anywhere. I'm hearing a man cave. But the man cave, yes, I did say Uncle Greg. I did say Uncle Greg. And I'm hearing that he liked to hang out in man caves. Like he was a guy's guy. Yes, I said Uncle Greg. Beer. Canned beer. I don't know why he's being so specific about that. Because I said beer and he like stuck the can at me. No, canned beer. All right. So this guy liked canned beer. I don't know why that's so significant. Is this like a Pabst Blue Ribbon or something, dude? He also had he was kind of a ragamuffin guy. I felt like he was just on the move a lot. Did you have a family? You know, he did have a family, but I wouldn't say he was probably the best husband. Okay, so let's recap some. Okay, so right here, and I'm not calling anyone out. I'm using it for a wonderful example. Someone just asked me to ask him if he is barefoot, but then that's kind of called feeding the medium. This one is spirit led. I take one and then my moderator gives me one. So whenever you ask is he wearing shoes, I mean, I'm not going to answer that at this point because that's kind of like feeding the medium. No, Haley, I don't want you to be sorry. That's the reason I didn't call out your name. I love it because I wanted to use it for an example. Okay, so we have blocked that guy. Why is he back? going to take a massive dump now. Lock.
Ellie, water too?
Confirm. No, it was a bunch of numbers. User 6621445. I just blocked him. It's like how rude.
I just saw him.
Now I wanted to. I'm so glad, Haley, because I didn't call you out but I love that you were. It's a great example of how not to feed the medium. So I'm glad you said it so that we could use it. Anyway, okay. So I'm hearing Uncle Greg. He was a man's man. He was always in the like a man cave. He liked to move around a lot, and he was very specific that he was drinking canned beer. He did not like it from the bottle, which is really weird because I thought most people liked bottled beer. He sold beer for a living. Okay, so does this belong to you? This user 589-816 blah 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 blah. If this is your spirit, please just put yes in the comments. We'll give you a second to come up here. Yes. Okay, so that user, oh gosh.
Well, this says Deneen. It says yeah.
Oh, Deneen said yeah. How do you say?
Deneen 140.
Deneen 140. Okay, I can't keep up with all these comments, so let me know. So I just said, I was just telling my moderator, I can't keep up with the comments, so let me know. And so this Greg said, oh my goodness, you think it's crazy over there. It's a shit show over here. So that just says a little bit of his personality. Very funny guy. He's like a salesman at heart. He very much has that salesman personality of having to... Sorry, itchy nose. Got allergies around here. Never met a stranger, could talk people into just about anything. And he is saying that, Deneen, that you would have, like you have that same kind of personality and that you've been wondering if you should switch jobs. Like your job is fine, but you've just been wondering if you should switch, if you could kind of go in a different direction with your career. And he's saying you absolutely should do that. He is saying that the synchronicity, because I said, well, you know, can you give her where? And he's like, these synchronicities will drop in front of her. So make sure that you are watching the synchronicities, that you are listening to where you're being led, and that you are following that direction. But you could be much more fulfilled and making more money if...
That's amazing because I just started a new job.
You just started a new job. Okay, very good. Very good. Yep. Okay, I had to make sure that was the right one you were talking. Yes, you are going to be so successful at that. Thank you for confirming that information. You're going to be very successful. It was a great move for you. You are going to, or Greg, it's showing me there will be some stumbling kind of in the beginning, but you'll get your footing and it'll be a really good move for you. Good job. Good job. Okay, you got someone for me?
Gabby. Daughter Penelope.
Okay, Gabby. Daughter Penelope. Was she a baby? I'm getting a baby. So confirm or deny, please, Gabby, if your daughter was, if your daughter was a baby when she passed. She is showing me that this baby, I'm not saying that it's your child, but this baby that's coming out whenever you said Penelope, is that she was, that she was born, she was 17. No, this is not yours then, sorry. We'll circle back to her
That's
then.
not the right person.
Oh, that's not the right one?
No, that's from Venus.
So I have a Gabby, G-A-B-Y, Gabby Elguada, said she was 17.
Okay.
Is that who you had?
I could buy that.
Okay, we'll circle back, Miss Gabby, so don't go
Gabby
anywhere.
said her daughter was 17.
Yes. Okay, so we have a baby here. And whenever I said, okay, if you're not Penelope, who are you? I was hearing the name Madison. I'm hearing it's a baby girl. I'm hearing the name Madison. And this baby was born. I'm not quite sure what was wrong with her, but I'm seeing like swollen cheeks. And I'm not sure what makes someone be very swollen, what makes a baby very swollen. She also was on oxygen. Okay, so we have a baby girl, Madison. She is, okay, so someone asked, is she mine? So this is what I have. Please put yes in the comments if she is yours. A baby girl, I'm hearing the name Madison. She was born, something was wrong with her when she was born. And she was very swollen, and I'm seeing that she was on oxygen.
This person says not Madison, but swollen cheeks and on oxygen.
Okay, who is it?
Irish Angel.
I wonder, okay, does an M name make sense to you, Irish Angel? Irish Angel, does an M name make sense to you in relation to this baby? No, it's hard. Yes, it could be Madeline. It could absolutely be Madeline. Thank you for,
Irish Angel says yes, her sister is Emma.
Yeah, I'm hearing this M name pretty strongly. I think it's going to have to, I'm hearing, like, I had it.
Here Sarah says, I had a Madeline.
Okay.
Oh, Irish Angel says she was a twin. Emma was her twin.
Oh, but I think Emma, she was talking about Emma was her twin. Okay.
That's what I understood.
At Sarah, okay, so it could definitely, I'm definitely hearing an M name. I'm hearing Madeline, but someone said, Madison, but someone said, could it be Madeline? Absolutely, it could be.
Yes, Emma was her twin.
Yes, but, so was Madeline her name, Irish Angel? Or was there an M name in spirit? Because I'm definitely hearing an M name, whether it was Madison or Madeline, something like that, and the swollen, and then the baby's parent present at the age they passed. Usually they present at the age.
Her name was Fiona.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, how beautiful is that name, Fiona? Fiona. All right, I think we still have a little baby here up for grabs. M name, Madeline Madison. She was born with with some health issues. She's showing me being very swollen. She was on oxygen. So does this little girl fit anyone here? Just put a yes in the comments. Sarah asked about a Madeline. Yes. I know, but I haven't seen her come back up and claim it. Claim this little girl. Okay. Someone said yes, my daughter Heidi, but I'm not quite sure if this M name fits them. Okay, we are going to let this little girl go. Someone said yes, their daughter. Okay, perfect. Great. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Carol32. Do you know who said yes? If you are whoever said yes, it was their daughter. I'm sorry. I appreciate my people watching, helping us out. It's a lot of comments for me, my moderator.
Yeah, thanks, Faith.
So thank you, thank you. I will. Someone said, I do have a moderator. It's just so hard to catch all the comments between me and him because it's just rolling through. So yes, I appreciate when people help us out and put in comments. Yes, someone said yes. Okay, so someone, Carol32 said someone had claimed this child as her daughter. So let me finish up this reading. Okay, you know, this little girl is very much talking about that her mom has struggled with, I never thought about this. Okay, with people asking her, how many kids do you have? And it just has created this whole, like, yes, she includes her, but someone has almost, like, not given her credit as being a mom to this sweet baby. And she wants her mom to know that she absolutely was a mom and that she chose her. She's like, I chose her to be my mom. I chose her. She is absolutely a mom. Also, she's showing me her headstone, and there is, I'm not sure if it says cherub or an angel, but she is showing me that there is this cherub on it, or an angel on it. And it's just a recognition that they are around and they see what's going on. Also, there has been a balloon release.
Cap says, this is my daughter. Cap 28538.
Very good, Cab. That's beautiful. I love that. She's talking about that her birth is still commemorated and her birth is still celebrated, and how much she appreciates that she has not been forgotten. This baby is saying, acknowledging that she knows that she is still loved, and you still talk to her, Cab. She's saying that you still talk to her.
She's had many struggles since losing her.
I imagine. I can't. There's no greater loss than losing that of a child.
She passed away at one day. I honor every day.
I love that. And you are still a mom. So I don't know why this baby has come forward and said that so many times. Whenever Spirit says something like that a couple of times and keeps reiterating it, it tells me that someone's been coming back at you. You are still a mom. And she's like, I chose you. So thank you for letting me read your sweet baby, Cab. I appreciate it. She was a joy. Okay, we are going to circle back to Gabby and her daughter Penelope. So Miss Gabby, if you're still on here, I know that was a couple of minutes. If you're still on here, please confirm or deny. I'm about to try to bring up your daughter Penelope. Now, y'all, if y'all have seen me read before, Spirit does not miss anything. I knew the second you said, no, that's not your daughter. I was like, yep, I know what's going to happen. Your daughter, so Penelope, helped this baby come forward because she knew that I was probably not going to get to her. And so just because this baby was a baby on this side, once she passes, she's an eternal soul and she can communicate like an adult. So your daughter, this says so much about your daughter, Penelope, that she would have just been extremely kind-hearted. She would have been someone who was cared about other people because she made sure, she saw that this lady Cab was completely struggling about the loss of her daughter. So your daughter, Penelope, stood back, let the baby come forward, and then she stepped forward. Says so much about her heart. And she is very much saying that you were like, yes, you were her mom. Of course you were her mom, but you were also like her friend. And that though y'all could butt heads and though y'all had recently had a disagreement, she had tremendous love for you. And it was just, she's like, Mom, don't even think about it. Mom, it was just one of those arguments that people have. But you have gone and just, which wouldn't we all? I mean, I still do it. That you have gone through and thought about every negative confrontation that y'all had and just play those over in your head. And she's like, no, Mom, no, I had a beautiful life. I had a beautiful life. I knew I was loved. She's also showing me that she has recently, so Gabby, she's recently messed with some electronics in your house. She is showing me, we just got a new TV. We just recently got a smart TV because I was in a holdout because, you know, I don't like to replace things unless they're completely broken. Oh, she has. I was about to explain it to you, Gabby. Thanks for confirming, because I was about to explain to you how she's been messing with electronics, but you already know how. Okay, good. So That is just when spirits step up and tell me that, it's because I don't let spirits say, hey, tell my mom or tell my grandmother, whoever, that I'm around them. I tell the spirits to prove it. And so Gabby just did by telling me she'd been messing with your electronics. It's just a sign that she is always around you. She also is saying, I am at peace. So I always think, doesn't your parents know that? So I don't know why she is making me feel like, Gabby, that someone has maybe made you think that her passing was not as peaceful, that she's not as at peace as she was, which is absolutely insane. Everyone goes to heaven and everyone is at peace. So just know that your daughter is confirming that. She's like, no, Mom, I am at peace. I am healthy and whole and at peace. So thank you, Miss Gabby, for letting me read your daughter, and she was so sweet to let that baby come before her.
It's weird. It has a different screen name on here than it does on here.
For me? For you?
For that person, for Gabby.
Oh.
It has a different screen name on here than on my phone.
That is weird.
That's why I was confused.
We're talking about some technology issues. Apparently, my moderators running two devices over there, and screen names are one thing on one of them and something else on the other, which is very odd. So thank you, Miss Gabby, for letting me read your sweet daughter, Penelope. And like I said, she was super sweet for letting that baby come through for Cab. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Okay, should we do some psychic? Let's do some psychic. I'm primed and ready because the class I was teaching tonight, advanced psychic mediumship, we did a ton of psychic. And we were kicking butt in that class. So I'm all warmed up. Let's do some psychic. All right.
Corky, will I get pregnant?
Oh, Courtney wants to know if she's going to get pregnant. Corky wants to know if she's going to get pregnant. Yes, Miss Corky, you are going to get pregnant.
Darian, am I going to get out?
Darian, are you going to get out? I'm not quite sure what that is about, but I am not getting a positive feeling about that question.
J. Deverly, when will I be in another good love match?
Jay wants to know when she's going to be in another good love match. Okay, is it going to be this year? No. Is it going to be next year? The beginning of next year? I'm feeling the first half of next year. Someone put on here, Michelle, why do I wake up to knocking every night? The second I read that question, I heard this grandfather energy busting out laughing. So you have a male spirit who has a grandfather energy that is completely, he would have been a trickster, a jokester here on earth, and he is completely messing with you. That is hysterical.
Sherry, will I be able to buy the house in Cleveland, Georgia?
Sherry, I'm not feeling a lot of positive energy about that house in Cleveland, Georgia. Or Cleveland. Is it Georgia you said? Yes. I'm feeling there's another house there for you, but I'm not feeling that specific house. Brittany, will I move out of state in the next 1 to 5 years? Yes, I am feeling that.
Michelle, will I have another baby?
Michelle wants to know if she's going to have another baby. Yes, ma'am. I'm feeling a lot of positive energy towards that. Okay, Dottie Moore wants to know a career in music. Okay, so whenever I do psychic, just know it's not 100%. Psychic is even the best of the best. I've been tested. I've only been tested about 70% accuracy because there's so much free will. I'm not feeling a lot of positive energy around that career in music, but please prove me wrong. Use it as I am proving that Christy Godwin wrong. I am going to have a career in music and I'm going to be successful.
Angie, will I own a home?
I'm not feeling Angie owning a home. Share. Oh. Was my friend Jody murdered?
I didn't know if that was psychic or not.
I know. My moderator is like, I wasn't sure how you felt about that, because sometimes I'm kind of funny about those questions. You know, let me just say that I'm feeling that he is not responsible for his own passing, and that there are a lot of unanswered questions around that. How's that for you?
Is she coming back?
Tori, is she coming back? Yes.
Jess, am I on the right path?
Jess, am I on the right path? You know, Jess, I'm feeling that you're on the right path, but it needs to be tweaked a little bit. So continue on the path you're on, but be looking for synchronicities to kind of move and shift a little bit.
Sarah, will my interview go well on Thursday?
Sarah, will your interview on Thursday go well? You know, I'm not feeling that that is a job that is right for you. But again, psychic is never 100%.
Brittany, will I have another baby?
Brittany, will I have another baby? I am feeling that. I'm not feeling for a little while, but I'm feeling you're going to have another baby. Mercedes, what should I go to college for? You want me to oh, I'm getting accounting. I was about to tease you. But then I saw numbers. I was about to completely tease you, Mercedes. And I'm hearing right at this moment, as I'm saying that, I hear someone cackling like I said accounting, and you're like, oh no, I'm not doing math. But you are thinking of algebra math and geometry math, which accounting math is completely different. Thank y'all.
Well, my family and I moved to Michigan. Haley.
Yes, Haley, I am feeling you and your family. I'm moving to Michigan. Carolina, will I get a raise? Yes, ma'am. I am feeling a lot of positive energy around that.
Salty Sunshine. Should I make the move to Tennessee within the next year?
Salty Sunshine, should you move to Tennessee in the next year? You know, I'm feeling a little bit more than a year. I'm feeling you moving, but I'm feeling a little bit more than a year. Hold on, I have to make a note because there is a spirit here who will not leave me alone and let me concentrate. So let me write down what he is saying to me so I can... Okay.
Brian, is psychology the right field for me?
You know, Brian, I'm actually feeling that psychology is the right. And I was hesitant because to get any kind of decent job and make any money with a psychology degree, you have to go on and get at least a master's degree. And so I'm always hesitant to tell people, yes, go into psychology, because a lot of times when people are done with their bachelor's, they don't want to go on. But I'm feeling it's a good career field for you. Please continue on. Please continue and get your master's.
Courtney, will I get a car this year?
Courtney wants to know if she's going to get a car this year. No, but I'm feeling the beginning of next year.
Sophia, will I ever own a home?
Sophia, will you ever own a home? Yes, I am feeling you will. And I'm feeling someone with those cute little fixer-up ones, and not like fixer-up like the roof is falling in fixer-up. I mean fixer-up like it just needs some cosmetic things. All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. We're going to head back over to the spirit realm. And I'm going to grab this guy who is so rudely interrupting me whenever I was trying to do my psychic. He was rude. He's laughing. He knows I'm teasing him. He was not rude. Okay, so the spirit that stepped up is a male. You know, I'm feeling that he was in his late 20s to early 30s in there. And I'm hearing the name Dave. Dave, Dan. And he hasn't been gone very long. I'm hearing... I would say a month or less. He died suddenly, and it was an accident. Okay. So listen up and let's see. Please just put yes in the comments if this gentleman belongs to you. Don't ask me a lot of questions or anything, and I'm not being rude. It's just that so many people flying by that it's too hard to read this long.
Follow your dream says yes.
Okay, follow your dream said yes. Follow your dreams. All right. So, now you can put more comments. You've acclaimed them if you feel.
There's several people saying yes now.
Oh, wait a minute. There's several people saying yes now.
Sassy Mama, Melanie.
Okay, so I'm going to give a few more details, and I know that a couple of people have listened so kindly, and they put yes in the comments like they were supposed to, but so many people said yes. I'm going to ask the Spirit to please give me some more definitive information so that we can narrow it down to who he actually belongs to.
At least 6.
At least 6. Okay, we're going to narrow that down some. All right. So listen up, please. I'm going to recap, and I'm going to get some more information from him so that we can narrow it down. I'm hearing this D name of Dave or Dan. He hasn't been gone very long. I'm seeing less than a month. If I had to bet money on it, I'd say around 2 weeks. He died in his late 20s to mid 30s. He died suddenly, and it was an accident. Okay, and I don't know why he's showing me this and what this means, but maybe it'll make sense to y'all. He is showing me like he's laying on the ground, like on pavement, and there is actually some, it must have been a head injury because I'm seeing blood coming from his mouth, so it must have been a head injury. Okay. Now, if that fits you, please put yes.
Sassy and Shell.
Okay.
And User.
I believe this belongs to Sassy.
Sassy Mama.
Sassy Mama. Okay, so listen up, because if y'all have heard me say, if y'all have listened to me, if y'all have heard me say this, yeah, still 5 people. So what happens is there's a couple of things that happen whenever a lot of people say yes, is then I just tap them. I read the names and I say, who is yours? And I'll let the Spirit tell me. Now, and then as the message comes through, thank you, my daughter gave this to me for my birthday back in March. So as the Spirit comes through, then the message will more confirm it. But listen, if the message resonates with you, please take it. You have to understand if there's only, I can only bring so many spirits through. So they will get together and bring kind of a group message through, and they will resonate. So if it resonates with you, please take it. The earrings came from my daughter on my birthday. I think she got them off of Amazon, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay. So this gentleman is taking some responsibility for his passing, but he is not saying he took his own life. His actions led up to some of his passing, and he is saying that he would never have left y'all. He said, I never would have left y'all on purpose. So, and he is acknowledging that the grieving process has not even really begun for him. Y'all had a party for his memorial. It was more like yes, there was like a very sad memorial, and then later some people got together and had some drinks in his honor and kind of commemorated his passing with a little bit of a party. And he's like, he very much appreciated that. He said, that's what I was about. Very much in party mode, very much wanted people to remember his fun times and did not want people crying for him, even though, yes, we know they are. He is saying that he was close to
Yes, he was murdered. My dad, David, yes, had a party for him, I assume.
Oh, very good. So someone is confirming the information. There was a party for him.
Sassy Mama.
Very good. Miss Sassy Mama.
And follow your dreams.
So that very much happens whenever, because I asked him, who do you belong to? Because a couple of people had said yes after he'd already given me a ton of information. So just know that if it resonates with you, because you can imagine how many people in spirit there are right now. Take the information. Welcome, Melissa. I see that you're new here. Oh, thank you. Someone's talking about my accuracy. I always appreciate that. I sit in meditation every day, praying for accuracy, detail and accuracy. This gentleman is saying that there is a child he was close to, and I'm not convinced it was his son, but it was a boy, a male child that he was close to. And he is wanting that boy to know he will still always be around him. As he gets older, please let that child know that he will always be around him. He is saying, he's being funny. Oh my goodness. So this is the guy who would have, so there's some people who I say would not be allowed to sit next to me at a funeral, and this would have been one of them. Because you know those places where you have to sit and you're supposed to be on your best behavior, and then you have your friend next to you cracking jokes and making you laugh? That would have been this guy. He's very much talking about, he said, tell him I made the passing. I made the passing just fine. They let my kind in over here. So there was some joking about how, where did he go? Did they let him in? He's like, yes, they let me in. But he's being funny about it. He is not by any means being serious. Love this guy. All right. Thank you for letting me bring him up. Thank you for confirming all the information. You did a great job confirming the information, and he did a great job bringing it up. Welcome. I see some newbies. Welcome. I'm so glad to have y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. I do teach I teach just classes in general. Thank y'all. I will probably at the end of this live do a little meditation, because at the end of my last live, I used to do meditations in the lives all the time, and I stopped doing them just because I wasn't sure people were enjoying them. And then at the end of the last live, someone said, you're not doing meditations anymore. Can you do them again? So probably at the end of this live, I'll do another meditation. But I do teach a lot of classes. If anyone's interested, my website just got... I did just put a bunch of new things on my website. And so some things that are coming up are an advanced psychic medium class. You have to have had some kind of a little experience reading to join that. There is an angel class that's coming up in October. And then I'm also going to do a book study. It's going to be a lunch. It's called a lunch book club. And it's going to be on this book, Transforming the Living Legacy of Trauma. And you'll pay for the class and buy the book. We'll meet, it's a lunch study every Wednesday for 6 weeks over lunchtime. And you'll read and we'll discuss just what people got, kind of maybe help work through some trauma. So that's this angel class, advanced psychic medium, but it's all on my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, if you're interested in checking it out. Also, while we're at it, I will never direct message you. Scammers have been crazy, not just on TikTok, but on Instagram. I will not direct message you. No medium legit will. So don't send anyone any money, please. You can only make appointments on my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. There are 3 different kinds of readings. There's a 15-minute reading, a 30-minute reading, and a 50-minute reading, just for different budgetary costs. My most popular one is probably an hour and a half one. And that one, of course, is more. But it entails a reading and a soul plan. Let me show you what a soul plan looks like. Let me cover the name on it. This is what a soul plan looks like. This is all my notes. The numbers is what tells you what your energies are. It's based on a system channeled by Blue Marsden. Also on my podcast, there's something that talks about what a soul plan is. All right, let's get back to it. Y'all are like, enough of that. Just read some dead people. I know how y'all are. I know. All right. Is it my turn or your turn?
I have Courtney, her granny, Ruby.
Ooh, I like that name. Okay, Miss Courtney, your granny, Ruby. Okay, Miss Granny Ruby is very much letting me know. So confirm or deny, just because I'm calling up Miss Granny Ruby doesn't mean I have her. It's called evidential mediumship. So make sure you're confirming or denying the information. So Granny Ruby is very much letting me know that she was a spitfire right up to the end. She had she had a hard time getting around, but she didn't let that slow her down at all. I mean, this lady was older. I would say in her 80s when she passed. And still ruled the roost. She did have to have some help taking care of herself and her house towards the end. She is also showing me that she was surrounded by loved ones at her passing. All right, Miss Courtney, does this sound like your Granny Ruby? I haven't seen her come through unless we missed it. Okay, did we miss it? Has anyone else seen Miss Courtney come through?
I'm having trouble because it's...
I'm sorry. I was looking for someone's... Okay, someone says, do you drive a Prius? And I was like, what the heck? I don't drive a Prius. What? Because you're the Prius woman I know. Oh my God. That is so corny. Okay. She said yes. Someone said that she said yes. I didn't see her say yes, but someone else said that she said yes. Okay, very good. Thank y'all. I knew y'all would help me out.
It's K-Baby? Is that her?
No, well, Courtney is the person. I don't know. You said it was Courtney, but someone...
It was on my phone.
Someone said that she said yes. Okay. Granny is talking about just, this lady was someone who, she had a tough life, but she absolutely just loved it. She just kept going. She's also saying that, she showed me towards the end of her life, because that's what you were going to be able to identify with, but now she's popping me back to to when she was in her prime. And she is very much showing me she was always cooking. And was this like, she's showing me my gumbo pot, but I feel like it's more of chicken and dumplings in it that she's showing me that she used to make was her specialty. And she would just cook for a house full. She's showing me that she always had family around her, always was feeding the family, having the family over. Like her house was the hub. And even though there was other houses that might have been better, like prettier or bigger, she just loved having people over to her house. What else she got? Oh, she's also showing me, Courtney, that people were recently discussing some of her antics. And how that this lady loved to raise eyebrows. She loved to raise eyebrows. And she was going to poke the bear if she could. If this lady could poke the bear, she was going to. And it just says a lot about her personality and the legacy she left behind that y'all are still talking about her. She is saying, Miss Courtney, that you talk to her, meaning that you won't just talk to her in your head.
Yes, I
And she's like, I can hear you, baby. I can hear you, baby. I know. She's saying you do talk to her all the time. Thank you so much for confirming. You're doing a really good job. I know it's hard with so many comments flying, but you're doing an excellent job confirming. I appreciate you. That's what grannies are for, right? She is also saying, have you recently bought some makeup? She's showing me someone buying some makeup. And when spirits come up and they're talking about makeup and they're talking about you talking to them, it's just proof that they are around you. I don't let spirits step up and say, oh, you did just recently buy some makeup. I was like, why is she showing me Ulta? She was literally showing me myself walking through Ulta. I was like, oh, someone's bought some makeup. And that was you. When spirits say things like that, it's just proof that they are around you, and it's not something I would have known. So just know that your spirits are always around you. Spirits are also multidimensional. Just because Courtney's granny is around her, it was an Ulta?
It was Ulta.
Oh my goodness. You know, now that you mentioned that, Courtney, she did show me an Ulta, like I said. She wasn't just showing me makeup. She was actually...
mascara from Ulta.
Oh, I love that. So for those listening, she was actually in Ulta. It wasn't just about the makeup. I said, oh, your granny was showing me myself in Ulta. And she was like, it was Ulta. I say this all the time in my classes. When you're a medium, the more information you can get in your head, the more they have to pull from, the easier it is for them. So they can just, like, she instantly pulled out me walking through Ulta, because I've been there a lot. And Ulta, you know, goodness, I try not to go in there because things just drop in my little basket I'm carrying. And, you know, nothing in Ulta is cheap. All right, thank you, Miss Courtney, for letting me read your granny. She was a pleasure. I appreciate it. All right, just remember, people, I will not direct message anyone. Please do not direct message anyone, give anyone any money. It will not be me. I know I've had people, like the other day, this person just kept messaging me over and over, kind of accusing me of direct, like they were sending me screenshots of the messages that I was supposed to be sending to them. I was like, that's not me. It's still not me. You can send me 15 screenshots. It's still not me. So just know, I will not direct message you. Don't send anyone any money. Only appointments can be booked on my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. When you book an appointment, a Zoom link is automatically sent to you. And then 3 days before the appointment, and then a day before the appointment, and then an hour before the appointment, you will get a reminder with the Zoom link. All right. You got someone for me? Was that?
You.
Oh, me. All right. Okay. I mean, the floodgates were let get. My moderator said, you, and I was like, whoa. Okay. Y'all gotta separate. Okay. It's a young man. I don't know why y'all do this to me. Okay. It's a young man who was in his, he was between late teens and early and mid 20s. Let's say 19 to 25. Brown hair. Beautiful smile. Charismatic. I'm hearing a J name, like Jordan Jeffrey. But I'm also hearing the name Melissa. Melissa is not in spirit, just so we know.
Lori B said yes.
Okay. Okay, Lori B, I know you've said yes. So there's a little bit more information coming through. So make sure you listen up. And if it's not you, please, decline him, because a lot of information hasn't come through yet. So we just want to make sure that we have the right person. Okay, so 19 to 25, brown hair, beautiful smile, very charismatic. I'm getting a J name like Jordan, Jeffrey. I'm also hearing an M, a Melissa associated with him. Melissa is alive. The J name is in spirit. Melissa alive, J name in spirit. He's also letting me know that someone else is responsible for his passing. He is not. Someone took his life.
Melissa is saying yes. Courtney's saying yes. Mom's name is Melissa.
Okay, who said that? Courtney?
Melissa Garessi.
Oh, so Melissa is the person that's saying yes?
Right.
Okay. So Melissa is saying yes.
Well, you have 3 yeses.
Yes, but the fact that Melissa, I said that Melissa was a name who was alive, and Melissa saying yes.
That's me.
I know.
Elena is also saying yes.
But she said no J name. Okay. Thank y'all for,
Patty says yes.
okay, right here we have my baby brew. My mom's name is Marissa. So Rocket, is your baby brew a J name? Man, now you would have thought, now listen to this, people. I not only have a spirit name, I have someone who is alive's name who he's associated with, and there is still confusion.
Says yes. Courtney says yes. My brother's middle name is James. My mom's name is Melissa.
All right.
That's Melissa Gadesi. No, that was Courtney. Melissa Gadesi said yes, brown hair.
Okay, I think we're probably with Courtney here. She's saying it's her brother's middle name was James, and he was the one who was in spirit, and I said it was a J name. And his mom's name is Melissa, and I said it was a Melissa who was alive. So, I'm telling you, okay, so let's just revel in a moment, people. Let's just revel in the accuracy of this spirit that just stepped forward. We need to give him a little bit of love. And as I'm saying that, he is bowing, like, yes, ma'am, give me some love, because not only did he step up with his name, what was an initial? I knew it was a J name, but I got very clearly it was a Melissa who was living. And so this boy named his mom and told how he looked and how he passed. So we just need to revel in a moment of just how great this spirit just did with his information. All right.
I believe it's Courtney.
Right. So we're with Courtney here. And Courtney, I'm going to get a message from them, but I want to address something, a comment that I just saw. Courtney, don't go anywhere. We're going to get a message, especially for your mom, because your brother is very much... Okay. So, someone just said, and I've seen this comment many times rolling through here, so it's not calling anyone out. I have people saying, I'm always on your lives and I'm not getting read. I'm always on your lives and I'm not getting read. It is absolutely nothing personal. It is not that your spirits don't love you. Absolutely not. It does not mean that at all. It's just the way it rolls. Maybe, book an appointment. Everyone has their spirits around them, and everyone's spirits care about them, and everyone's spirits love them. So it's not that your spirits don't love you and don't want to be read. It's just that there's one medium and a lot of spirits.
Melissa Gadesi, please listen to the man who took my brother's life. His name starts with a J.
I know. All right, Miss Courtney. Miss Courtney, is your family Catholic? I'm seeing someone lighting a candle and saying a prayer for your brother. So someone in your family is praying for his heart, is praying for his soul, is what I'm hearing. So just know that he is... It's an acknowledgement he's around. And whenever you pray for your loved ones, they can feel the love coming back over. Also, man, your mom is very much still mourning him like it just happened, still mourning him like his passing just happened. And, I'm going to tell you what he's saying. I know that this is something that is easy to say but it's hard to do. He wants his mom to live in joy. He's like, please, I want her to find joy, because she's just still crying every day.
He's saying happy birthday to him with a candle today.
Oh, you're saying happy birthday to him with a candle. Okay, very good. I was going to say, this is where, as a medium, I was like, I don't know. I'm seeing someone like praying and lighting a candle, and she's saying that they lit a candle for him and sang happy birthday to him today. That was the candle I was seeing lit. Very good. That was good, young man. I mean, this young man has done excellent with his information. I just want to say, he is saying. He is so happy that he is still acknowledged and that he can feel your love coming back across to him. He is also acknowledging that altar is not the right word, but it's the best word I have for it, because altar makes people freak out like they're worshiping another god or something. That's not what I'm saying. But there is like a little place in your mom's house that she has set up just for him, but it's more than a picture. It's like a picture, and it's a little trinket that used to be his, and it's a couple of other things that makes her, it's like a little area that she has set up for him. So just know that it's an acknowledgement he is around, and he sees that coming through. So I love that. I want to thank this young man. He did an excellent job with his information, and I appreciate him showing up strong. All right. Thank you. Oh God, a built-in shelf. Okay, very good. So she just confirmed what I was calling an altar, but I knew it wasn't an altar. It's a built-in shelf that they have. So very good. Thank you, Miss Courtney. You did a good job not only grabbing, the Spirit did a good job with his letters, his mom's name, and then again with all of his information. He did a very good job. Just need to give him some love. And Miss Courtney, you did a good job confirming it. All right, who we got? Okay, Spirit led again. Here we go. Are y'all ready? Put your seatbelts on. Okay, I'm hearing a double name, like Billy Bob. I mean, how much more country can you get than that? I know, dude, I'm sorry, but it is kind of country. He knows it's country. Like I said Billy Bob, I'm calling him country. He's like, what? Okay. This guy liked to hunt in his younger days. When he was older, not so much, because he, was old. But when in his younger days, I'm hearing this double name, Billy Bob. He was a hunter. He lived somewhere where there was pine trees, because I'm seeing a lot of pine trees around him. And the woods were his sanctuary. Like he has me in the woods with him, and there's pine trees, and he's hunting, and it is so quiet. It's just beautiful. Okay. Towards the end of his life, he could hardly walk. He just had such a hard time getting around. And he's showing me that sometimes he was in a wheelchair. He didn't have to be in a wheelchair all the time, but he had to be in a wheelchair some.
Kimberly Blake says yes.
Okay, I want to address something real quick. Kimberly, you claim this spirit. He's yours. But let me address something. There's someone on here, Melissa is her name, and okay, so what had happened is she had originally claimed the spirit. And then she said, no, his name was not a J name. The guy in spirit absolutely said his name had a J. Right? And then I said someone on a live's name was Melissa. So then Melissa, who was upset that I didn't give the spirit to her, is saying that he didn't have a J name. It was very evident the spirit had a J name. And then she said that the person took his life that had a J name. But that's not what the spirit was saying. The spirit was saying his name was a J name. And so I did see you say that. I did see you say that the person who took his life, that took your spirit's life, was a J name, but that's not what the spirit was saying. He was saying his name was a J, and that the person who's alive was Melissa. And then someone stepped up and said, yes, the brother in spirit had a J name and their mom was Melissa. So I wasn't ignoring you. It's just the facts didn't fit. And whenever you are doing mediumship, no, honey, I know you're not trying to be rude, but this is perfect. I love to do these as like learning opportunities, because mediumship, there's so much unknown about mediumship, and sometimes that might have been the case. But what happens is whenever you said no, and I read that, like I read that you said the person who took his life was a J. So I went back to the spirit, and he was doing this. No. And he was tapping his chest, which was no. He was telling me his name was a J name. And so that's why I wasn't ignoring you, but that's why that I just wanted to address that, because I didn't want you to leave the reading or the live thinking, oh my goodness, that was so my spirit and she ignored me. No, the spirit was just telling me that his name was the J name. And then so someone stepped up and confirmed it. I can't remember what. Courtney, that's who it was. All right, Miss Kimberly, we have your spirit here, this Billy Bob hunting dude who was out in the woods. Okay, so, and he's also showing me how he had a hard time at the end of his life and all that. Okay, so just know, Miss Kim, that this guy, oh my goodness, he absolutely loved. I am on later than usual because I taught a class tonight, and so I got started late. He loved being in the woods. He loved hunting, and he liked animals usually better than he liked people. He's letting me know, and he is telling me that you're a lot like that, Miss Kimberly. Sometimes you like animals better than people too, and I'm right on board with that feeling. I understand it. He is also saying that, is it you, Kimberly? Do you wear something that is in remembrance of him? I'm very much seeing someone that is wearing something in remembrance of him. And I'm not sure if it's a necklace. Have you seen her come through and confirm any of this?
I've not seen Kimberly.
Like Miss Kimberly.
Oh, I have a tattoo of his baby.
Oh, you have a tattoo. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. He loves that he could keep an eye on you all the time, he's saying. He said, I know, I'm on her, I'm with her all the time, I can keep an eye on her. Better watch her P's and Q's, and he's teasing them. But it says something about his personality that he very much would tease, like, watch what you're doing, girl. And, but know that spirits are multidimensional. So yes, he is very much with you all the time, Kimberly. He very much loves that you talk to him. You have kept his memory alive with this tattoo. And I even see you rubbing this tattoo sometimes. Like you'll be daydreaming and you'll be rubbing at the tattoo and kind of thinking about him. So just know that's an acknowledgement that he is around you. Spirits are multidimensional. They can be with more than one person at a time. And he absolutely loves that energy. He's also showing me that he has moved something in your house, Kimberly. Like you have been in a room and you'll go to another, you'll hear a noise and you'll go to another room. And he loves playing jokes. This guy is a complete jokester. He would have been a jokester on earth. And he is a jokester in spirit. So very good. Thank you very much for, yes, Kimberly, I know, right? You know, that's what I love, Kim, is that spirits don't lose their personalities. They will lose the negative components of them. They will, they'll lose like the anger and the jealousy and all that. But if they were funny, if they were quiet, if they were loud, those components of their personality, they keep when they go to the other side. And I love how much spirits bring that through to me. It kind of makes you feel like you can almost feel like they're around you and they are alive. All right. PSA, I will not direct message anyone. So please know that I will not direct message anyone. So you can only make appointments on my website, Christy Godwin, Psychic Medium. Also, I just put a bunch of new offerings out on my site. So check them out. There is an event section. I have a Zoom event coming up in October. I have an Angels class coming up in October. I have an advanced mediumship class. And then I'm also going to be doing a book study on this book. It's going to be a noon book study on Wednesday. So if people can take it during Transforming the Living Legacy of Trauma, we're going to check it out. It's not a replacement for therapy. It's just maybe a replacement to kind of get you through some hard times. We'll see what we got. All right. I want to thank everyone for joining me.
You also have an Angels class in October. Angels class.
Yes, I do have that Angels class in October. I thought I didn't mention that. I thought I did.
I didn't hear that.
Okay. Let's see. I was going to answer some of these questions that people were just. So do they come to you or do you call them? Both. Becca asked, do spirits come to me or do they just call? Do I call them? Both. Like when my moderator gives me someone, like earlier, there were several spirits come through. I don't remember who the names were now, but he'd said such and such wants their mom, such and such, and I call her up. But I make sure it's evidential mediumship. I make sure that I've given enough evidence so you can prove who it is. And then, like with these other people, they just came up. All right. Is that all the questions? I'd like to answer some of it because people are just curious. Let me make sure I've answered some of these questions about spirits. Aw, thank you. Someone said I brought them so much peace. Thank you, thank you. All right, so it looks like I've answered all the generic questions. I've done mediumship, I've done psychic, and now I was just answering some questions. Yes, do babies come through? A baby came through earlier tonight. Alyssa. I had brought through a baby. She had given me her name and that she had passed shortly after birth, and she'd shown that she was swollen and had oxygen. I can't remember what her name was. It was an M name or something. I don't remember now. But anyway, yes, babies do come through. Babies, actually, one came through tonight.
One day.
How old were you when you started talking to spirits? I was personally very little, but what happens typically is I didn't realize I was talking to spirits. I actually just thought I was crazy, which I may be, but I thought the voices in my head, I was just crazy. It wasn't until I started taking classes and delving into that and figuring out what they meant. Like tonight, let's break down tonight. I was teaching a class. It was an advanced mediumship and a circle. And we kept everyone in the class, and we didn't do breakout rooms, and we would read one person, and someone would say, well, I'm getting this. This is what I'm seeing, and I would help them break down what it meant after what they were seeing. So, like I had a gentleman step up earlier tonight. Well, let's go with the lady, because it was a lady who was like in this cowboy outfit type thing. Someone else would have gotten her in a different way. It's how you get information. There's no one way to get information from a spirit. I think I had a visit from my mama and not a dream. How can I know? What's the easiest way to do this? It's just so real and it has a loving vibration to it, and you can just feel their personalities. Sometimes we will get our loved ones mixed up in our stress dreams, and don't be confused. Those are just stress dreams. Sometimes a dream is just a dream. But it has a loving vibration, and their messages are surrounded with love when a spirit comes through. Do spirits know they have passed? Absolutely. The second they pass, they have people meet them. Spirits don't get stuck. Spirits go back home. We are a piece of God. We come from heaven and we go back. And we have a team meeting us whenever we pass. People that we loved, and a guide, sometimes an angel. Is there a way to encourage a spirit to come forward? It's according to what you're talking about. If you're talking about with a medium, or if you're talking about if you're coming to see a medium. Absolutely, if you're coming to see a medium, you can have spirits encouraged to step forward just by saying, hey, I'm going to the medium, I'm going to the medium. You can talk to them and it creates energy. So all you have to do is ask the spirits to step forward, and they do. But also, if you want to know if your spirits are around you, ask them to give you a sign, but don't make it crazy hard. Tell them to give you a sign. Can you feel animals? Yes. I don't usually bring them through in lives. I have a couple of times. I don't very often, just because I think that, honestly, people are more important, though I do love me some baby animals, so don't get me wrong. Okay. Is it true that spirits can visit they loved ones, and what that means if you can hear and see them? Okay, I'm kind of confused. It's a little bit disjointed. And is it true that spirits can come and visit? They absolutely come and visit. There is not one reading that I do in a day that one of the spirits, at least one, usually multiple, will tell me how their loved one knows that they're around. And especially if you're coming to visit me as a medium, because I love that. So spirits will purposely make sure that that's coming through. All right. Okay, my dad took his own life. Is he in heaven? Everyone's in heaven. You're in hell right here, like this earth realm. There's a lot of fear-mongering about, bad spirits, you don't go to heaven. No, you do. You do. I know there would like to be a lot of gatekeepers in heaven, but, yeah. God's the gatekeeper. Do spirits have rules that they have to abide by? There are, but yeah, that's a question. That's way too in depth for this. Yes, but they do. Okay, can spirits be angry in the afterlife? Here's my thing. No, and you're residing in unconditional love on the other side, and I don't get into a lot on TikTok how you have people saying you have to do this, you have to do that. I've kind of tried to keep my head low, but there's been a couple of things that has happened to me recently from other mediums that has really kind of annoyed me, is that they haven't taken care of themselves, they haven't worked through their own stuff, so they're letting their ego get in the way of being read. Now, the other day, you have to know as a medium if you're going to be triggered. Everyone gets triggered at some point. My moderator named someone. They wanted me to bring up a spirit of someone who in my life caused me tremendous hurt. And we'll leave it at that. So instantly I heard that name and I'm triggered. And y'all didn't see, even if you were watching the live, you wouldn't have noticed, but I went like this. I went... And in my head, I'm asking the spirit, I was like, please let me get this right. I asked my ego to get out of the way. And then I turned to the spirit and I said, please let me bring through your personality and help me get through this trigger. I asked the spirit to do that for me. The spirit came over and laid her hand on my shoulder and she said, I know you're being triggered. And then the spirit gave me a message. She gave me her personality in like a very loving way so that I knew that I was not being triggered. So yeah, we're all triggered. You have to notice it. You have to learn to get your ego out of the way, because I've had a lot of messages from other mediums lately. They were reading me right through their ego. That was not my spirits. And so it scares me that they might be out there doing that to other people. Someone said I have amazing energy. Thank you. Does each spirit have their own personal heaven, like what they get to do, etc.? Toasted tofu, that's a beautiful question. Yes, to a certain degree they do. To a certain degree they do. I mean, they all get together and they all can be together, but if you want a bed of roses, then you can have a bed of roses. If you want, whatever you want your heaven to be. Someone says, I think all mediums read differently. They do all read differently, and that's what the class tonight that I taught was about. So we were reading all of us were reading one person at a time, and someone was saying, yes, but I'm getting this. And I was like, yes, absolutely, and that is accurate, and that's what that means. And someone else was saying, but I'm getting this. My issue is not people reading differently. It's just making sure that you're not reading through your own ego, and you're making sure that you're giving an accurate message. And to do that is to know what's going to trigger you and to know yourself really well. Yes, you do know your loved ones in heaven when you pass. All right. Okay. You know, I want to remind everyone real quick, and I want to answer this question. Is she protected? Yes. Everyone is protected. You have to consciously be able to do that. I will not direct message anyone. I just want to make that clear. I wake up every morning to messages talking about people scamming. No, it won't be me. You can only make Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. When you go to my website, make an appointment, you automatically get a Zoom link. And then 3 days before the appointment, you're sent a reminder with the Zoom link. The day before the appointment, you're sent a reminder with the Zoom link. And an hour before the appointment, you're sent a reminder with a Zoom link. So legit psychic mediums are not going to direct message you asking you for money. We all have, businesses that are set up, and they may all look differently, and they're all fine. All the message, businesses are set up fine. Just don't send anyone any money. So yes, everyone is protected. So there's a couple of things that we want to get to here is that tonight, again, in that class, I let people read me first. So when they went to hit me, I said, okay, I was giving them directions. I said, hit me with your energy. And I could feel them hit me. It's like, oh, not yet. And I slammed it down. I was like, okay, here's what protection feels like. And I said, are y'all ready? And then I removed the protection, and then so they could read. And so one of the gals who had hit me, she said, it was funny because I couldn't get through your protection, but it wasn't like a hard wall. It was wobbly. I was like, yes, because I don't protect myself with a hard wall. I protect myself with love. And the love is kind of wavy, so that when people hit my love wall, it goes back to them with love. And how I do that is just by making sure I stay really close to the white light. I do a lot of meditation, channeling love and channeling love. So yes, you can protect yourself, and you are protected. There's nothing to be afraid of. You just have to make sure you're identifying your own feelings with other people's, and you're putting up a love wall. All right, looks like that is about... There are definitely evil spirits. You know who the evil spirits are? It's the humans out walking around. I have read tens of thousands of spirits, and the only people I have ever been afraid of are the ones inhabited in human bodies. Yep. Do you think meditation truly helps open our gifts? I think practice does. I absolutely think practice helps open your gifts. I meditate every day because it keeps my channel clear. It keeps my channel very much, practice. I get my directions, but I do this for a living. So, it is important for me to stay connected to source, because this is what I do for a living. So I do think meditation helps, but I think practice helps even more. All right. Do spirits know that we love them? Yes, they do. They really do. Especially when you they can feel you, they can talk to you. So do your TikTok lives get recorded? They are. Most of my TikTok lives are on my YouTube channel. If you go to my YouTube channel, there's certain playlists. There's a TikTok live playlist. There's a playlist for podcasts. So those are all out there. All right. I want to thank y'all for joining me tonight. And again, I won't direct message anyone, so don't send anyone any money. All right. Thank y'all so much. Have a great evening.